The Boys and Girls Club has always been there for me when I needed it. When my mother and I first moved to Wisconsin, we were staying in a homeless shelter, and she had to take any job she could, most of which ran late. It was after hours in Columbus Elementary's Welcome Center that I found a place where I could relax and be myself. Without a doubt, every night, I would be the last kid in the Welcome Center, and staff members like Miss Sam and Miss Kristen would encourage me to sing. While at first I would be hesitant, soon I would fill the empty halls with my voice. Ironically, that is exactly what the Boys and Girls Club gifted me without even knowing it. While the club has been a continuous shelter from outside problems in my life, it has also been an amazing platform. Through the STAR program at my high school, I've been able to be molded into a leader one opportunity at a time. An opportunity in particular being one I barely wanted to even take. For as long as I can remember, I was an introverted kid. That was until I met my STAR opportunity coordinator, Ms. Denitra. While filling out paperwork for the STAR program, she asked me some of my interests, and I half-heartedly replied, writing, photography, and singing. Her eyes immediately lit up, and I knew I was in for a ride. She told me there was a Youth of the Year event going on, and they were in need of singers. I nervously agreed, even though I hadn't sung in front of a formal audience since the 6th grade talent show. From there, I sent her voice recordings, auditioned, and eventually got to perform. After stepping off of that stage, I remember why I sung in the first place. I found not only my purpose, but the Boys and Girls Club yet again saved me from my circumstances. The club allowed me to re-examine my passions and start envisioning a future for myself that I was actually happy in. For a while, I struggled with mental health issues and oftentimes let them get the best of me. But by becoming more involved within my community, I was able to become more in touch with my gifts and ultimately God. Whether I was helping my peers find smarter ways to study, picking tomatoes at Riverview Garden, or helping clean up after STAR meetings, I finally felt challenged and fulfilled by all that I was doing. Over the course of the year, I became close with those around me and built a community that filled me up and allowed me to be vulnerable, which is exactly what I envisioned for America's youth, a world filled with authenticity, connection, and purpose. It is evident that there are many obstacles facing today's youth, more specifically Black youth that are not being properly handled. Right now, the National Institute of Health says the suicide rate for Black females has risen a shocking 182% since 2001. There's an epidemic in my community that no one is talking about. Suicide rates for Black youth are unfortunately twice as those of white children, and I have yet to see this addressed on a major scale. In the past, I've incessantly struggled with my mental health, that's no secret. My hope is by becoming Youth of the Year, I could shine a light on this issue because we can no longer afford to sit in silence. It is hard to me to know that my very sisterhood that I found within my peers could be taken away from me in an instant, due to mental health being too taboo to discuss. Well, that ends now. I made it my mission to let those around me know I am always available to talk. I am always available when the world seems a little bit too heavy to carry. With tragic stories being broadcast on our TVs, phones, tablets, and various other devices, it is crucial now more than ever to meet everybody with the same grace and compassion that we oftentimes neglect to give ourselves. It is my belief that with radical self-love, honest conversations, and community, we can overcome this mental health crisis. Now, I know this is no easy task, but has anything worth fighting for ever been easy? Hard times have undoubtedly ingrained resilience, wisdom, and joy in me. Watching my mother smile through the worst situations showed me that with the right mindset and a pinch of stubborn, you can and will get through anything. She was the first of her siblings to graduate from college, and I plan to continue the legacy. With the priceless tools for success the club has given me. On my 17-year journey, I have learned so much in so short of a time. I learned that I am more than capable of achieving any goal that I set, that even when I feel depleted, there's still just enough to get through, and that I should always use my voice in all of its capacities. I'm grateful that once more in this very moment, the Boys and Girls Club has given me yet again a platform to use my voice and highlight these pertinent issues. Thank you.